All right, class.
Yes.
Class.
Yes.
Y'all weak. Man, seriously, come on.
I said it the first time.
I know, and the second time. Good job. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish up these examples here, and I'm going to show you how to do it on your calculator. Because when we were doing it the other day, I told you guys, I'm like, okay, yeah, step by step here, and we were going to finish the notes. So what we're going to talk about is right about here. You charge clothes, $158, $33 for gas, and a dinner date for $44 on your Capital One Visa credit card. What's the minimum payment required? How would I figure that out? How do you think we should figure it out?
Say it again.
Add the numbers together, right? So what is the total numbers first? I'll help you. So it comes out to be $235. And it says, what credit card did I use? Capital One. So what's the minimum payment? 5%. So how do I write 5%? How do I write 5%? Okay, you could do it as a decimal, right? But was there another way to do it over a fraction? Over 100. What do I write? 5 over 100, right? So we have to figure this out. So we're going to go 5 over 100 and multiply that. And that's going to give me my minimum payment every month. So that's how much my minimum payment's going to be. So I'm going to do, and it comes out to be $11.75. Now, this next piece right here, we need the calculator. So on your calculator, go through the steps. Go to the steps on the previous page. Start by making a new document, making a calculator. Let's see, I'm going to go document, calculator, menu. This is on the front page if you are lost how to get this. Everyone should have this right now. Finance and finance solver. What's my percent?
5.
Nope. What's my percent? What's my interest percent? 18.9. So calculate when I'm doing this. Credit cards are expensive. So PV. What do you think PV stands for? What was PV? Present value. And so the amount of money is my present value. That's the amount of money I spent. So if I spend that money, that's a negative. If I'm investing that money, that's a positive. So this is going to be a negative 235. Payment amount, how much am I paying? What's my monthly payment?
75.
My final value? What do I want my final value to be? What do I want my end value to be? 0. I want it to be 0. Now, right here it says payments per year. How many? Since this is a credit card, we pay it monthly. It's going to be 12. And this is always going to match my payments per year and my compounded per year. That means how often I pay interest. Also, payment is always going to be set for end for these problems. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out how many months it's going to take to pay this off. So you highlight the top box. The top box is how many payments it's going to take. So we click on that, and if you notice right here on the bottom it says press enter to calculate. And I get 24.21. So that says that it's going to take 21.21 payments.
24.21.
Oh, I'm sorry, 24.21, thank you. So about 24.21 months.
A little over 2 years.
Yep. Now, to figure out how much interest you pay, it's going to be like this. We're going to do this, it's called TAP. Total. No, wait, hold on. Crap. I got to look at my thing. Oh, yeah, it's TAP. Total amount paid. Thank you. Sorry. So TAP is total amount paid. Total amount paid. So to figure out the TAP, I take my monthly payment. So it's my payment times my N. So in this case, the N value from the calculator was 24.21, and my payment amount was, yep, 11.75. So my TAP in this case is going to be what do we get? Come on.
Also, how do you go back to the whole afterwards?
Hit escape and hit scratch pad. So my total amount paid is going to be 284.47. Yes.
Back to the finance solver. I feel like I have everything in, and I hit enter and I'm not getting anything.
Where is highlighted? I just deleted it. You had a 0 in there. And hit enter.
Alright, thanks.
All right, so that's total amount paid. So the next thing that I'm going to put up here is actually total interest paid is my TAP minus PV. Total interest paid. Please write down what these are, because it's going to be important. So to figure out the total interest paid, it's TAP minus PV. TAP minus PV. What was TAP? Total amount paid. What's TIP? Total interest paid. So in this case, it's going to be 284.47 minus 235, which is going to give me, what's that going to give me? 49 point. So just by making minimum payments every month, how much did we end up paying in interest? That's almost $50 in interest. That's a lot. So that's why one of the things that I was talking about at the beginning is always pay off your credit cards. Always. Yep, interest is going to kill you. Pay it off 100% every month. Now, this next one here, we're going to take a look at number 2. So number 2 says you charge $385 for car repairs on your American Express credit card. What would be the monthly payment required to pay off the credit card in 6 months? Now, let's go through and we're going to go back to the calculator and change some of this. So we want to calculate our monthly payment. So in 6 months, that means how many payments am I gonna make? 6, right? So I'm changing the N to be 6. What was the interest on my American Express? What is it? 9 point.
You said American Express, right? Oh.
American Express, 15.99, yeah. Sorry. Well, how much did I spend? So if I'm spending it, it's a negative 385. I want to know what my payment amount's going to be, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this and go and move down. My future value? 0, because I want to pay it off, right? And this needs to be 12. 12, 12, end. So I highlight payment, because that's what I want to figure out. And then I hit enter to calculate it. 67.20. Remember, credit card companies, they're always going to round up. 67.20 is going to be my payment. How much interest would I pay? So that's the same thing we did on part B and C. So you have to figure out the tap and you have to figure out the tip. Calculate how much interest you're going to pay. Do it now. Because tip is the answer I'm looking for. Interest you would pay, total interest paid, is the tip. But to get the tip, what do you have to find? You have to find the tap first, right? Calculate that, please. Tap is what? You have to calculate tap, right? Times what the N represent? Number of months or number of payments, right? And what's the N? Nope. What's the N on this problem? 6. 6 months. That's how many payments I'm going to make. So it's my monthly payment times 6, right? So this right here is my payment amount, right? So this right here is looking for my tip. So my tap was 403.14 minus my PV. In this case, it's 385, which is going to give me $18.14. Now, questions? You guys, hopefully it's not too bad. So make sure you write down what the tip is, what the tap is, and I'm going to leave off there because example 3 is just doing more of the same thing. Your homework is actually the same stuff that we've been doing. So you guys have to do a lot of these. And then tomorrow I'm going to give you time in class to work on this, along with the car thing tomorrow. All right, don't forget, like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification button.